Good morning, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to Ask an Islander. I'm Bonnie with Project Grad, and this morning we are joined with our SGA representatives. We actually have the president and the first-year council director, Brittany Held and Connor Allen. Thank you so much for sitting down with us.
Glad to be here.
Yeah, I'm so excited to talk to y'all. Just in case this is the first time for y'all to tune in, Ask an Islander is a Friday series that we do at 10 a.m. These run about 5 to 7 minutes, and we talk with experts around campus about what's going on, how you can get involved, just things that we feel like the campus community needs to know. So stay tuned. So actually, I kind of want to start out, we had some students comment on our post on Tuesday with some questions for y'all. And so I am curious, what is the status of kind of recycling progress here on campus right now? That was like a big concern from our students.
So one thing that we're trying to work on for next year, currently, Serena Garcia and I are running for president and vice president of the Student Government Association. So if we win that, we want to increase the recycling bins that are around campus. Specifically triple stream, we want to have them in virtually every single building, as well as banning some plastic straws, just like how other campuses are doing.
That's wonderful.
Can you explain triple stream waste bins? Because that might be confusing.
It's just so that we are able to separate the recyclables into the different areas. So like composting, and then plastic goes into one, and so on.
Yeah, because I think our Islander Green team does the composting here on campus, and so I think if we had those more places, we could really contribute to them as well, which I think is wonderful.
Absolutely, as well as interacting with other organizations. That's another one of our goals.
Yeah.
And so we definitely look forward to working with the Islander Green team, as well as CAB, SVC, almost all organizations on campus.
Absolutely. I think there's a unique opportunity for organizations to come to y'all with different things that they'd like to fix, that they'd like to address. And y'all have such a wide reach that really like any campus organization can come to them. And actually, if they wanted to come to you with something or talk to y'all about something, how would they do that?
So SGA is pretty reachable, but every student is represented by at least a few senators because there are senators that represent each college, and there are specific delegations if you're a specific student, like an international student or a veteran. So a good way to reach us is to go to our website, sja.tamucc.edu. You can find your representative there, and it's good to contact them. But if you want to reach out to me or anyone on the executive board, we're also on there. You can come to our meetings at 5:15 on Mondays. Right now they're in Engineering 107. I don't know what the future holds, though. I'm going to graduate pretty soon.
That's exciting.
Yeah, and you can join SGA on iEngage, and you can see like a rundown of every event we're holding. Like, you know, not just our Senate meetings, but our events on campus, our committee meetings. Committee meetings are open to the public, and it's a great way for students to come and get involved in specific areas like food and services or academics. We have a lot of committees, diversity, community outreach. So anything that it should attract pretty much any student that wants to be involved on campus.
That's cool. So if they came to a meeting, would they be allowed to speak, or how does that work?
Yes, they can. We have an open forum where anyone can speak. If you give us a heads up, we put you typically at the beginning of the agenda so you can talk and get out of there. We're not going to make you sit through the whole thing.
Right. And I think y'all also stream your meetings. So let's say that you're stuck at home. You can also watch the meetings on Facebook. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So you could also watch them and kind of see what's going on campus. And then you also have a wonderful initiative right now where you're asking students to fill out a survey. Will you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yes, so the first year council within the Student Government Association is working on a survey called What's the Frustration? And this is it's just as what it sounds like. Any frustrations that students have on campus, they're able to comment on the survey. And then a student government representative will be working on that and try to actively change things on campus.
That's wonderful. We will actually post the link for that for y'all. We'll actually tag them. I think y'all are already tagged in the post, but you can visit their Facebook or their Instagram and kind of check out what they're doing. I think y'all also have an Instagram TV channel right now that you're running. I'm not sure. I think it looks pretty new, so I don't want to put you on blast right now. But if you tune into their Instagram, they do have a lot of information there as well. So I do want to ask, this was another popular question about campus safety. What kind of campus safety initiatives do y'all have right now?
So last year, SGA started doing campus safety walks because there was a lot of concern with lighting on campus, and that was it was caused by Hurricane Harvey in large part. Not just lights weren't just out, there were photo cells that weren't working, there were timers that were wrong, so the lights were coming on during the day and not the night. We did a campus safety walk with a bunch of campus administrators and a bunch of students to go and identify problems. We did that again the next semester, and things were significantly better. They were very helpful in supporting students and supporting like problems with lighting on campus, because students are the main people who are here, when it's night. So this semester, we've been doing that this year as well. Brittany actually spearheaded it for this semester, and we broke up into more concise groups to go look at things, not just lighting this time, but also just general safety things. Going into buildings, the jogging trail. Can you talk about like specific, not too specific, but like areas that you hit up?
So we primarily hit areas where students have classes, so all along the CI, O'Connor, and around housing as well, the outside of housing. And so we were primarily looking for anything that would be a safety hazard, particularly at night. And so a couple of the problems that we had were signage with the parking, specifically for people at night, and then also the visually impaired. And then we found also just maintenance work orders that we have to put in. But it does give the community a sense of accountability for these campus safety. I feel like that this should be a student's concern, especially since they are the ones that are going to be here every day.
Yeah, I think students have a unique opportunity. Just because you see something doesn't mean, don't be just frustrated about it. Like, you have an opportunity to bring it to them and be like, I wish that when I'm on campus at 9:30 at night, there were more lights, because it's kind of creepy around here and there are raccoons everywhere. So more lighting so you don't actually accidentally try to pet a raccoon. I don't know anybody who's ever done that. Anyway.
The university's been really supportive of these things, but like we really need a student perspective. So you're totally right. Like, nothing happens if you don't say anything. And I think that that's something that SGA is pretty enthusiastic about, because we've seen it firsthand. Like, nothing happens if you do nothing.
Exactly. It's like, instead of complaining to your best friend, complain to them. They might be able to fix it.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's not a great plug, is it?
No, that's fine. I mean, I can take it. I'm okay with complaints. Yeah. Another safety initiative that we started pretty recently, there was a string of break-ins on the on-campus housing. It actually directly affected one of SGA's senators in the first year, or one of our freshman senators. We introduced a resolution kind of advocating for more cameras in housing, or like more security measures, just to deter people from doing that, or from breaking in, because people are, they just walk up and check to see if a door is unlocked, and then they'll go in, steal phones or laptops and stuff. Definitely a big part of stopping that is like lock your door, because a lot of people are coming from places where they didn't need to lock their door. But it's also concerning that there's just kind of a lack of security measures in place on campus. We at least need to be able to see who's coming in and out of a building, I think, and we can't even do that now. So we passed that resolution. We've been sending it out and trying to work with campus administration to get something in place for students.
So I guess when you pass a resolution, what kind of weight does that hold? Does that mean that you're kind of stating that the campus community is concerned about this and SGA supports it? So,
SGA is it's an interest group that represents students. So it's accepted as the voice of students on campus. If we say something or form an opinion on something, that's accepted as, the general campus opinion. So resolutions are kind of a way to make a very concise and particular message about what students want, as opposed to saying like, something vague like we want parking or parking is bad. I can go say that all day, but if we actually had a specific plan for improving it, we could pass a resolution and see that that's our concise message.
Okay, and then do you take these resolutions to like higher ups and say we've passed this and this is kind of our plan? How do we do this?
Yeah.
Or what's the next step?
A part of almost every resolution is like, it's sent to, say, the president of the university or the vice president of, academic affairs or something. Just whatever person that might be the most relevant for.
Okay.
So we send it to those people, and then we might set up a meeting with them to talk about it if we need to.
Okay, wonderful. So then to keep kind of an eye on resolutions and where things are moving, students can just stay tuned to your social media, or, because I noticed y'all kind of keep updating us on certain things you're working on. Is that pretty regular for y'all?
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful.
If you want like a concise, if you want a list of all of our legislation, you can find that both on our website and on our iEngage page.
Okay, wonderful. That's awesome. Well, thank y'all so much for sitting down with me today. I appreciate it. We got a lot of good information out, so I hope that we helped y'all a little bit. And y'all, they're holding elections next week. This is big. On Tuesday and Wednesday, y'all have the opportunity to vote. How do they vote?
You can vote on iEngage. It'll be on the banner. We're going to send something out so that people can have a link to click on too.
Okay.
There are a bunch of contested elections, some of which are at large, so every student will be able to vote.
That's awesome. How exciting, y'all. Well, thank y'all so much again, y'all. We will be back next Friday with one of our favorite guests, Dr. Ellen Denham. We're going to talk about the opera workshop. They're doing Pinocchio. Y'all get excited. Also, if you haven't been to Mamma Mia, I don't know what you're doing with your life. You have two more weekends to go. It's awesome.
You gotta go.
It's so good, y'all. Don't miss it. At the Harbor Playhouse, $15 for students. And also on Monday, PASS is holding a Women's History Month event. We are collecting comfortable pants, t-shirts, and ladies' undergarments for their sexual assault response team. If you come by, you donate something, we have amazing, delicious peach cupcakes for y'all. So come check us out in the UC on Monday, 10 to 2. Thanks again, y'all. We'll post all the information. And just before I forget, our winner of our Apple gift card today is Isabella Ruggiero. Isabella, you can come by on Monday or Tuesday. We'll also tag you in this to come get your gift card. Thanks so much for your great question. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.